Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Building a Model and Relaxing in Chat and Having Fun. I am Taco, and we are currently building, or getting, I think we may have finished today, CaoRen. So, exciting. We got that going on. And I believe we're just starting this page, it looks like. So, we'll start with N3. We need for these gold ones. These carefully because they're plated, and so you want as minimum damage as possible because you can't really sand either, which super sucks. In my opinion, they just don't turn out the best. Three spots. Let's see. I actually cut all three spots. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it has 3 areas I got nicked. I am not a fan of the gold plated ones. I prefer the mold being fully that color so that you can sand to where it becomes not a big deal. Because no matter where you cut, it's gonna leave a like gray black mark because it's just not plated there. All they're trying to do is possibly minimize the damage. And even that you really can't do. Like this one. No matter what I do, it's going to leave that mark there. Hate it. Hate it. So, hope everyone's doing well on this Friday morning. Oh, there's that. We are streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Had to take off Wednesday. I apologize for that, but I had a little small medical thing I had to take care of and just wasn't feeling able to do it after that. So, happens. It is what it is. Got a little extra day off, which works out because we can try and finish this today. And with that, we'll be able to just try and really carefully take this down. Right now, it's really high up there. Because after this, we're going to have a one day special build, or probably just even one stream build. I don't know if it'll take all of Saturday or if it'll just be one stream. But we're going to do something fun, which I had already mentioned in the community post. We're going to, I purchased in a $10 SD Gundam, and I'm going to only use my beginner tools, the ones I started out with, as the rules for or for the build. So I want to show that you can build off of, you can build for under $20. Do your first build under $20. I'm excited to show it. It will be, I'm hoping it'll be a great experience for all. As I question why this will not go down further. Heating up some. Where's it heating up? Pull this part up. Come on. Part separator. You use this thing sometimes. On these thin parts, it worries me at times. All right, I got it. Hey, Hadu. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. We're just working on CaoRen's legs at the moment. Trying to figure out why they're not playing nicely. Nothing there. There's theoretically nothing that should be holding that back. Or is it this that's the issue? Okay, let's see if this one's better. Hey, Ninja Master, great to see you. Hope you're doing well on the Twitch side. What is the major malfunction of this? Oh, I think we got all the snapping finally. There we go. Now we gotta get this one in. That one went in nicely. That looks pretty nice. I like, despite my complaints about it being electric plated and easily, as it's a pain to cut because you don't want to hurt it. They do a good job of hiding what actually needs to be, or what areas it gets cut. You finished up the black, knight, red, and green. Nice. So you probably haven't seen because it's on my YouTube community post, and I still need to figure out the whole Twitch thing. I've been distracted from doing that type of stuff, but tomorrow's stream, as long as I'm gonna finish this today, I believe we can do it. There isn't, yeah, there's a few pages, but we should be able to do it. I'm going to be doing a special stream Saturday morning, at the usual time. What's going to be special about it is I bought an ST Gundam for like $10, and we're going to see, and I'm going to only use the tools that I had when I first started building. So that introductory Amazon, or that beginning Amazon tool set that I recommend for like $8. We're going to use that to build it. I want to show that you can actually get into this hobby for $20 or under. So that'll be next. And I've never done an SD Gundam model before. These aren't the master grade SDs, just the regular SDs. So it'd be good for like younger kids. But we also get to see, hey, if I just really want a quick glimpse of what this is like, um, this might be an avenue to take to see if I like it or not. The one I picked out, it's like Tian Chow Chow Wing Gundam. So it looks cool. I just picked one that was on the cheaper end, but also looked really cool. And so that was the one I picked. So I'm excited about that. And I'm hoping maybe we'll bring some people to the channel to check it out and maybe introduce a few people to the hobby. Other than that, nothing too much. Oh, I guess there was last night. I was very irritated. I think I might be able to salvage the majority of it and still be able to build it minus some of the smaller weapons. I started a mech called Trailblazer for my personal project. And I decided, hey, I'm going to start using the pouring ink pens to start the panel lining early. Put it on like 3 runners that went back, started cleaning off, and right away, one of the thinner pieces just crumbled into like 20 different parts. Like I literally watched the uh, as the cracks started to form, and it just became extremely brittle, and it just like crumbled in my hand. Like there was no salvaging that piece, that piece, and a few others that it happened to. So that was extremely disappointing. I should still be able to build the most of it, but that part is definitely not going to work. All right. So yeah, other than that, nothing too fancy. Repair both of them. What happened? I thought about getting those kits, but then I'm like very hesitant. Extremely hesitant. Like the only unicorns I'm really even thinking about, there's 2 unicorns I'm thinking of that I would ever get. A perfect grade of one of the types, and they had some Gundam base events. Not the V and snapped when I cut it out. Oh, I hate that. I hate V fins with a passion. I love the way they look, but putting them together seems to always be a giant pain. And when I first started out, it was the one part that I routinely broke or cut off too much. No matter how much I tried, it was always that one piece. Come on. All right. Yeah, that's good. Uh, so yeah, I feel you on that. All right. Here's that. I'll get cut off this one. So as I was saying, about the two different, because it actually played perfectly into something I was going to talk about. There's been these Gundam base events at various hobby stores. It's like a tour that basically Bandai is doing, where you could purchase some of the exclusive ones that won't be available in stores. Most of them are like recolors, stuff like that, or just limited print runs. Well, if you didn't live close to one of these areas, which majority of us probably aren't, or just weren't able to pick up what you wanted, there are going November 1st on their P Bandai site, they are going to be releasing, I don't know if it's pre-order or if it's just going to be a direct ship right away. They are going to have an online sale of all those items. And you know me, I already looked and there's a few that I wouldn't mind getting. They have a bunch of Haros, so I'm, for like $8 each. I'm probably gonna get a Haro or two, just because I like Haros. I might get a third to like give away. Uh, they have a high grade unicorn perfectibility, which that's what made me think of your issue, or when you brought up the unicorn. They've got a bunch of like recolored master grades. I forget they have like one or two titanium finishes, which are really expensive. But I must say they do look very nice when they're done. But I don't know. If I'm gonna spend that, I'm gonna get a perfect grade. That's just my opinion. All right. There we go. This over. E2. Right? Oh, E3. E3 2. The A6. And F7. All right. Cut all these out that we need. We need E3 2. Yeah, there are way too. And if it would just been like a regular unicorn, I wouldn't have picked it up, obviously. But the perfectibility looks so cool that I would love to. I would like to have the high grade of that, which is saying something because I pretty much avoid unicorn 144s scales. I actually really wouldn't mind getting the Dayban knockoff perfect grade unicorn perfectibility, because I think it would just look cool. I'm sure there'll be issues with the build because it's not the actual Bandai official version, but in the end, if I could get it to be a display piece, I'd be plenty happy with that, because you're not going to look for, with the unicorns, unless it's the basic or the Banshee, you're not looking for posability. You're just looking for, standing presence. It's got too many armaments and all that type of stuff to really do any type of any type of real, trying to think of it, posing. We'll just say posing. I think that's actually the word, but you can't really articulate it to an action type pose. It stands there. It looks amazing with all its weapons on its back and the colors on display and all that type of stuff. It's also one you'd probably want to get the LED kit for, since you want that little extra jazz. And last night I actually tested the Cosmos LEDs for the master grade new Verca that I'm working on. And first time I've ever done LEDs for a Gundam, and they look amazing just even not connected. Just the LEDs connected to the power source to make sure it works. And even that, with its when it was doing the display, it was just really cool looking. I'm like, I can't wait to see it actually inside. This one, it's only inside the head, and then it's all the V fins, or not the V fins, the fin funnels. I hate curved ones. I had gotten away from using my blade for so long because I just got so used to that. But I forget how well this actually does work at cutting down nub marks. That sometimes sanding can't do. I'm just not the best with the knife. All right. So other than that, nothing too exciting going on. Let's get this right. All right. That's done. That's been cut. Let's put it together. First, this goes on. It's the same both ways. So we're going to just put that on. It goes on under here, but so should go like so. Yeah, yeah, it's on. All right, we got that on. I think this is the first one that in the line that really had boosters. Oh, I guess Albane did have, but it didn't really seem like most of them had boosters. This goes up here and down like so. Finally, this goes like so. That moves a little bit, not too much movement. Shimatsu, yeah, I would agree in a lot of ways. The only way I would say it doesn't is their customer service. I broke a piece for this, and they basically they actually just messaged me last night. I already had messaged the retailer, and their message to me was, "We don't deal with that. Message the retailer." So the customer service, but the quality of the pieces, the look of them, yes, I would agree. I am a massive fan of the mortar nuclears. This is the third one I've built. Eventually, I'll probably get Naza, and then also the one that is currently on some pre-orders, the one that has a horse also. And that one's going to be massive. I have a feeling that one's going to be pretty pricey just because of the amount of plastic that's probably going to be used. Because it's the same scale as these, just with also a horse. Took you about 7 hours to finally get it together for CaoRen. I'm trying to think of how many streams I've done with this to build it. I want to say a week and a half. So, and each stream is around 50 minutes to an hour 20 minutes. So we're looking at close to the same, probably a little bit more. And this, if I try to finish this morning, which I kind of want to, but I don't know if it's going to happen. We will. It will be probably 10 to 12 hours, be my guess. So I sold for D-Band Master Grade Destiny instead. How did you like the band Destiny? I haven't tried them yet, but the one I'm tempted to do would be the perfect grade Unicorn Perfectibility. Just because the price difference and what you all get. Okay. So there's that. And that goes like so. There we go. That one moves nicely. That moves a little bit. We got what we wanted. All right. Where to now? N5, which is these. Not yet built, but I did build the newest reissue Master Grade Strike Freedom from Dspiae. A few months ago, build is almost perfect. Nice. From what I've heard, the products have improved over the years. Like their first ones were absolute crap, and now they've learned to kind of uh, do things a little bit better. Now I need to grab something that I threw in the trash. Oh no, that one was empty. So that might be an extra part. So I don't know where I would have the extra part. Now I'm a little leery. Let's see here. And 5. Let's look. Little sidetrack here. And that's why I think the Unicorn Perfectibility Perfect Grade might not be bad. N5, and we're looking at 2. N5 3. No, and 5.2 was just 1. Okay, so that's an extra. Well, I mean, they basically get they get their molds from Bandai. I don't know if like directly or if it's how they get a hold of them. Like, you print at our factories, and so we're just going to print the same thing, call it slightly different type thing. I don't know. I don't know how that relationship works and how they haven't gotten sued because of it. Because to me, you do something like that, you probably would get sued. Question: does it need a drill a hole in this third-party kit? In these third-party kits, I've only had to drill hole when I made a massive mistake, but you should not. I mean, it's just like a Gundam build. Like it's the same tools. So if you use a drill for your Gundam builds, then you'll want one for this. I guess I don't know. I've never seen a drill that's necessary. Do a test fit for holes first. If they didn't fit, drill in slowly. Yeah, that's very true. I've never had any issues with the mortar nuclear needing to need it. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, especially the more recent third-party kits, are high quality. I would even say some of them outmatch Bandai's. And if you're looking to do a purchase sometime soon, uh, I did get an affiliate link to P-Rex Hobby up in Canada, which they charge the same amount shipping in Canada as they do United States. And their prices are very competitive. So if you decide to go that route, please use my affiliate link, because then I get a little bit, and it also shows them, hey, people are buying from my channel, and then possibly someday down the road, I might get a deal where they provide some models to me to show off, which is win-win for us both. So that's a new way you can support the channel. I'm waiting until I have funds, and then I'm going to be trying them out personally to make sure they meet my standard fully. But from what I've heard from others in the hobby slash influencers is that they are very good. It is not at the moment. After this stream, what I'll do is I'll add it to my link tree and put it on there, because the link tree is on the channel page. So give me like an hour after I finish the build or the stream today, and I will get it on that link tree. And I think they're even having like a 10% off sale because it's like they're celebrating like their 10th anniversary. So you can even probably get them cheaper. And make sure you have the prices set to US and not Canada, because if it looks really high in price, it's probably because you have it set for Canada price. So at first, when I looked at it, I was like, those prices are outrageous, but no, that's Canadian currency. I started third party kits pretty early in my my venture into the hobby. Let's see here. And I think my first, where do I live? Country back what that person's in Thailand. I'm in America. I have no problem saying I'm in Wisconsin. Uh, I started third party kits very early into my venture into this hobby. I'd say within a month and a half, I had started building what's it called? The Sky Defender, which is a very ambitious project to take on with like a month and maybe a half worth of experience. Probably more than I should have done, but like, because there was plenty of mistakes, but it turned out rather well. And for those on YouTube that are wondering who I'm talking to sometimes, because you don't see them in the chat, I am also on Twitch. And so I see the chat from both, but unfortunately, the people on YouTube can't see the Twitch chatters, and the Twitch chatters can't see the YouTube chatters. All right. I haven't built the Star Glory. I will say I really like these mortar nuclear sets. The one I would recommend the most would be by key. Currently, 2 out of the 3 of my top favorite builds are third-party kits. Sky Defender is by far my number 1. It was just a fun build. It looks awesome, and it's massive. And it was my first real challenge, so it kind of holds a lot of meaning in various different ways. And what else was I going to say? So that's number 1. Number 2, I'll give to my master grade Freedom 2.0, because it was the first I did water slides on. It was the first I panel lined. It was the first I top coated, and it was my first, I think, real serious master grade. So I think before that, the only one I had done was the full mechanics aerial. So to do that, and the way it turned out, I was very happy. And so that's number 2 for me. And then finally, number 3 is the by key by mortar nuclear. Those are my 3. That really helps. Looks like it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I have this right. Okay, there it goes. So since then, I've done Albane, which is probably top 5. I've done several master grades that I don't know, just haven't been like, oh, this is awesome. Uh, Real grade Epion, Hainu, and Sazabi were all fun. The next real big build that we'll be doing here is the master grade Sazabi Verka. So I'm looking forward to that. Like, who idea was it theory time? They want mini crab. I might begin on the band master grade Strike Freedom since pre-order third party to make nice interesting. Oh, because of that, yeah. There's a third party like edition kit that you can turn it into a Master Strike Freedom, which looks cool. I have an interesting theory that I think will happen. Because I don't think you'll just see a regular master grade of one of the freedoms from the movie like released. I think the master grade Mighty Strike or the Mighty Strike will be represented as a master grade Verka. They've been really they've been really doing a lot of the Verkas lately, and there are none from the whole seed line that I can think of. Well, I guess I think isn't the Sinanju, I think one technically, but like none of the main ones have seen a Verka version. So it makes me wonder, or it makes me think that we'll see a master grade version of it or a Verka version. And I predict the next perfect grade will be one of the justices from the movie. That is my theory. Because they have basically everything else out for a perfect grade for that from that show. But they haven't done a justice. And I feel like they want to give the justice more love. And I think to do that, and because people who have the perfect grade, like Strike Freedom or the Strikes or whatever, will jump at being able to pick up a perfect grade justice. I don't think we're going to see any more Rising Freedoms. I think we're going to see. I think we're just going to see the Mighty Strike as Master Grade for Ka. I think we could possibly see a Master Grade of a couple of the villains uh, or maybe some of the side characters. But I don't think we'll see a regular Master Strike of any of the Freedoms. And I think the one we'll see is the Mighty Strike. It's a little bit flashier, and the Mighty Strike is outselling all the other ones. So I doubt they're going to look at that all and make their decision based off of that, I believe. But once again, I'm still new to this hobby. I can be completely wrong. But I'd be curious to see how they fancy it up. So I think if they do it, they'll do a fancy version of it. I think, are you guys getting confused between the Rising Freedom and the Mighty Strike? Because the Mighty Strike is the one with the white wings that was seen at the end of the movie. The Rising is the one that I believe that was at the beginning of the movie. So I just want to make sure, because I used to get them mixed up too. Because I have the Mighty Strike will probably be the next build after this. The high grade. Or I might do the I think it's Galgoog or whatever that Luminia Hawk that Miss Hawk drives or pilots. So I like the look of that one. I'm not even that big of a 144 scale, but I'm trying to be more budget conscious. And when I heard that like 90% of people buy high grades, I realized maybe I need to start looking at them more. Okay. Yeah, I need to start looking at them more to see what I'm actually not seeing. All right, there's that. And that. This is very, very pointy. Okay, looks right. A4 and D3. And then yes, they are known for their pointy parts, which seem to always make me bleed. They love to make me bleed, but they look so nice. And I have a thing for pointy parts, I guess. At least that's something I've observed about me. You start your Mighty Strike Freedom later today? Well, that'd be cool. Be working on it at the same time, practically. You'll probably be ahead of me. You can tell me what I'm doing wrong. I love knowing when I make mistakes ahead of time because I tend to make plenty of them. Oof, we're almost an hour in, and I'm still got one more step for the legs. But I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a stream tonight to try and get this closer to finished, if not finish it tonight, hopefully. Because I would really like to do almost 11 p.m. there. All right. Well, so I'm trying to think. So I'll probably do a stream around 6:30 tonight if I do one. That's Central Time. And if it's almost 11 there, and it's almost 10 here, so you're 13 hours ahead. So So you'd be looking at 7 a.m., 7:30. Well, thanks for the sub. Greatly appreciated. I'm glad you're liking the content that you would sub for. It really does encourage me, and also it helps grow the channel. I'll come over if I manage to. Well, great to have you. Otherwise, I do put, all the live streams and all the videos I do stay on the channel. So if you end up being unable to catch it live, you can always watch it as part of the replay crew. And catch it that way. You can even speed it up a little bit to make you get through them faster. And I try to label them accurately so that I love giving advice. I'm still, like I said, very new, so a lot of my advice is beginner stuff. I'm asked about tools ever so often, so I try to give my opinion on the ones I use personally, which in the description, I have all the tools that I use or that are in my collection. And I haven't had really any problems with any of the tools I've done or I've used. If I did, I wouldn't be using them. Oof. I don't know how you can hold off on doing that master grade extreme. Like if I had that, I'd be moving projects around just to get to that. I haven't done it. I don't own it. So I couldn't tell you, give my specific opinion on what I think of it. But based off of what others have told me and what I've seen, that slipped on me. Good thing that wasn't a blade, because otherwise we would end this. Yeah, a lot of people said they've used scissors, toenail clippers. So, I mean, you use what works or what you have available to you so that you can enjoy it. Yeah, cut. Yeah, gotta cut those two. My bad. I'll get the knockoff from instead, cheaper. And that's what a lot of people are doing. I mean, I think Bandai needs to maybe, I guess it's not biting into their market that badly that they would have to adjust things. I think if it really started to become more of an issue, they would maybe have to start looking at adjusting prices, but they're doing just fine. At least that's my opinion. Sorry, I'm looking at something, being very confused. But I think I just got to put. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. Now I see. It's had it slightly backwards. There we go. And this goes on here like so. And then we attach this. Making sure it's fully attached and that it all doesn't go falling off like that. Well, I'll see you later. I'm good. At least you got to see one leg finalized. That's the leg. It's very nice looking. Articulates nicely. It goes like that and that. So you can get a decent, maybe a flying pose or a jumping action pose with it. It was great to have you, and I look forward to talking to you more in future streams. And we're getting close to done. I've only got to cut these last 3 pieces, and then I think I'm going to call it a stream and schedule the Friday one for 6:30. Or I might hold off just to make sure I don't have other plans that I didn't realize. But we got pretty much all the main stuff done. I don't know. Stupid political spam text. I'll be happy when the election season's over with. All right, let's finish this up now. Yep. And yep. Put these 2 together like so. And this goes in there like so. And finally, I feel like there should be one more piece. I think I did miss a piece there. Okay. Well, I think I did that completely wrong. I may have to change things. We shall see. I just forgot to put them on this other one. That's it. I forgot to cut these out for the second pair. I was wondering what was going on. There we go. There's that. And our last one. And that is that runner, isn't it? Yes, it is. Always satisfying finishing off a runner. Yeah, I look at like what I have left on runner or how many runners I have left, and I have a surprising amount left, which makes me think I won't be able to finish it tonight. But I think either way, tomorrow morning stream is going to be that beginner SD model. And we just take a one stream break from this, if that makes sense. So I think that would be perfect for a Saturday morning stream. All right, there we go. Yeah, you always got to check. I always double check my runners as well. All right, put that on. There we go. Got two very kind of the balance is a little slightly off on these, but they do stand. And that's all that matters. Now we turn them to make one of each leg. There we go. We got our left and right leg. All we have left now is the backpack and the weapons. We got this page. And then we got to make the backpack, which is only just a few parts. And then there's a stand, which I'll just build on my own. You guys don't need to watch me build a stand. So there we go. I want to thank you all for watching. And until next time, be kind to one another, take time for yourself, enjoy a good hobby, and have a good rest of the day.